like embracing the tactical side of the game, and like I'm playing my suck sometimes. I'm like smoking so we could get on the bomb. I'm holding, I'm trading instead of just like swinging, taking that first engagement like Angel on Navi. Like I'm not being like him anymore, because that was like being like him and like Stewie 2K from CS. Like that was like a big part of like me coming up.
Yeah.
And it was like something that I looked up, because I was like, these people swing on smoke, so why can't I?
Jake, obviously a loss is tough, but how you feeling right now? Can you try to put it into words?
Not words. That would not get me dropped. There's no words for what I feel right now, so got really no words for it, no.
Less about what happened, but how you feel. Are you angry? Are you sad? Are you frustrated?
I feel like I'm gonna jump off a building right after this interview.
Okay. You played pretty out of your mind. Multiple maps, multiple 4Ks I think today. Can you hang your hat on your like individual performance right now, or is it just the feeling of this first year of Val in VCT being done is pretty strong?
Yeah, I mean, I played well the last 2 series, but obviously we didn't win, so like that's like the biggest thing to me. Like even though like I played better these past 2 series than I did against Sentinels, like still like I would value the Sentinel series as like being a better like overall performance from the team, and that's what like matters most to me. It's just like tough to think about like, oh, I could play this season, like this is a chance at my dream, like I never thought I'd have this coming, and then we lose, and like I could be gone for all I know. I could never get this opportunity again. So it's like hard to think about that, like hindsight, but it's just I gave it my all. Shit happens. It's a team game at the end of the day. You gotta win as a team, lose as a team. So
yeah, I mean, I think right there you highlight what everyone knows about you and what you've put out in so many other interviews, and your day-to-day grind of working harder than everyone else, letting everyone know this is your dream, and you've treated it with that kind of level of respect and discipline, and your growth from your streams, your growth on your TikTok, your growth in-game, and seeing how you've grown as a teammate and now being one of the prime performers. Like, I don't think that goes unnoticed. Whether that's on your own team, whether that's people in this space, like people will see that. So I just want to give you that reassurance there. So, but I also think that you responding like that is what people would also expect from you, who knows that this is your dream and it could be taken away. So I just appreciate that answer. When you think about, you know, the whirlwind of being a UST and then getting called up, and now seeing how much you've kind of grown and the run all the way here, how do you try to put into words this year?
I mean, it's been an insane year for like my career and my dream, because like 4 or 5 months ago I was just like in college, like chilling, like really doing nothing. I was just playing ranked all day, to be honest.
Yeah.
And then like I was given a chance at my dream, so it was like insane to me. Like I never really thought I would get to this point. Well, I always like knew eventually it would come, but like I didn't know it would come this soon. Like the first year of franchising, like I thought it would be like a year maybe, like I'd get an opportunity on a challengers team, and then I'd perform well there, and then I'd come up here. I didn't really realize it was going to be like tier 2/collegiate, and then oh shit, I'm in franchising competing for a spot in champions. Like I really didn't think about that. And then like the season we had, it felt like going 8-1, it felt like we had the season because there wasn't a lot of pressure. And all 5 of us, let me include Cupid and Matt, all 7 of us, just, it felt like we fell to the pressure. And like Matt said in his other interviews, we choked. I mean, not to disrespect Leviathan or crew, but I feel like if we were in form, we would 3-0 both of them. And it sucks that we just get to that finish line and we can't get over the hurdle because of like the nerves, the choking, stuff like that. So it's just tough to think about.
Yeah, honestly, one of the, let's go into this series here. One of the things that is going to be looked at and prodded about for a little bit, the timeouts. Like MC used a couple timeouts back to back really early, or I guess like just right after one after the other there on map 4. Was that something that, do you think helped? Or do you think that ended up being less beneficial?
I wouldn't say, are you referring to the defense side timeouts on Haven? I wouldn't say like that was a negative thing at all, because on Haven first half, like obviously we did really well. And on Haven second half, it's like we gave a lot of first bloods, so, and it felt like the answer to our problems was an op. And in the past, we've struggled like getting an op up, like saving for it, like making that decision. Although like outside looking in, it's like, oh, they should have this shit by round 3. But like for some reason in our server, we just don't have it by round 7 half the time, which is a little ridiculous on a map like Haven.
Yeah.
And we're getting punished for that. Like they're just walking up everywhere because they know we don't have an op, and they're able to do that, and they're really good at contacting. So we gave them a lot of respect, specifically on our pistol. Like we're not doing the same protocols that we used to. Like the smoke I threw was fucking stupid, so to say, because that's not the way we play the map, and I don't know why I did that. But it's like every time we get to that finish line, especially on like a map like Haven, like Split was whatever. It was like they played really well on Split. I feel like I could give them that one, but on Haven it's just us like not doing the small things again, like Matt talks about a lot.
Yeah. I remember you saying that in the last interview. It's the small things that are going to lose the game there, and there's a lot of small things across it, so hopefully you're able to isolate which ones they are and don't obsess over it, you know? It stinks, right? Because as much as we want to talk about this game, it can get a little obsessive over the details, and you know the game just finished, and you know, and also like when you start speaking about the season as a whole, then it creates like a finality of like, dang, it's done. But what are some of the highlights that from this year that I think you can hang your hat on and be proud of?
I mean, getting picked up in the first place was a big one. Like I beat up probably like 20 other people that were being trialed or looked at, so that first of all was a big one for me.
Yeah.
Probably the game against NRG, the regular season match where we're beating like an insane team 2-1, and I had a really good performance that game, so I'm pretty proud of that one. Probably this game too. I'm proud of my individual performance, and like not like just like the kills. Like obviously I aimed well, and there's like some kills that I missed or whatever, but it's like the stuff I've been able to like add on to my play. Like before I was just like a person who swings on smokes, like that was my whole thing. That's like all I did. But now I'm like embracing the tactical side of the game, and like I'm playing my suck sometimes. I'm like smoking so we could get on the bomb. I'm holding, I'm trading instead of just like swinging, taking that first engagement like Angel on Navi. Like I'm not being like him anymore, because that was like being like him and like Stewie 2K from CS, like that was like a big part of like me coming up.
Yeah.
And it was like something that I looked at, because I was like, these people swing on smokes, why can't I? And so that was like something I copied and idolized. But now I feel like towards the end of the season, I've been able to embrace like both sides of the gameplay, and like be able to like, even if I have 0 kills, like my impact is like noticed in the server.
Last thing here, it's been quite the journey. You've made it very clear it's been a dream. You've lived it out, as much so, which gives me energy. I think it gives all the fans energy to see like how much you appreciate it and how much you love it, and it makes us want to cheer you on and love it. So you know, to your parents, to your partner, to all the fans, what would you have to say closing out this year?
I mean, I thank everyone for like supporting me through everything that I've done so far, like my streams, my TikTok, my Discord. Like even though like I'm not really doing those things right now because I wanted to like focus on this, obviously, like I'm gonna come back to it. I'm gonna come back stronger, like stream pretty much the whole off season. I mean, what else am I gonna do? And like make sure I like focus on my brand during the off season and stuff like that. And like everyone that supported me, comments, whatever, like it means the world. Like looking back, obviously, like I have a few haters on my TikTok posts or like Twitter or whatever, but like they're just fucking terrible. Like seriously, uninstall everything. Go get a job, please. It's just something like that. Like I saw one on Twitter right now, and I think I would get fired if I said what I wanted to say to him. So yeah,
don't. You can't give into that stuff, right? You've got too much built up to let like a mouth breather kind of come at you like that. So. With that said, Jake, man, thank you very much. It's been great getting to know you. It's been great watching you throughout the year, and best of luck with next year in VCT, because you'll definitely be there.
Thank you, man.
All right, cheers. Thanks, man.
Of course. Oh, shit.